Hello class, just reaching out. I had a student ask a question about how to do this Improve It project. I'm literally going to do it step by step and allow you guys to follow along with it, etc. These are the instructions. The start file that's the solution file. I want this start file, which is this one. Sometimes when we're not familiar with something, we assume things are harder than they are. It tells you to click the enable editing. I'm actually going to do this and see if I can't minimize this enough to accomplish seeing both the instructions and this. So it says open this, click enable editing, change the project file name. I'm not going to bother doing that. On the static sheet, click level 2 outline button to expand the outline. So on the static one, we want the level 2 outline button, which is right here, and it will expand everything. And then it says click cells A4 to D7. So you select A4, hold down shift, and go to I did A4 to D7. Okay, so I held down shift. I clicked A4 first, then clicked D7, and it says turn off bold font and use no fills. So I'm going to turn off bold. I'm going to remove fill. Now select and delete contents of A4 to D48. I'm making sure I wasn't supposed to select and delete the contents of A4 to D48. Same deal. Hold down shift. You click the first cell, hold down shift, just hit delete. Okay. And then it says click the arrow with the ungroup button, data tab outline group, and clear the outline. So can I think I did, one second. Click the arrow with the ungroup button, data tab, outline group, and clear the outline. One second. Now I see why you guys were concerned, because these instructions aren't really clear. Click the arrow and group button. Oh, I just ungroup it, so I just click something, sorry. And clear the outline. We did that. Select cells B4 to D12. So I'm going to go to B4 to D12. Nope, shift, not that. Yeah, shift, there. Oh, it said D12, right? There. And create a static data consolidation using sum and cells E4 to G12 on each sheet. So I go to here and I say, it's hard because I've got to look for the sum button and I'm trying to remember where it's at. Format as table. I don't want to format as table. I want to find the sum button. Formulas, auto sum. So I'm going to auto sum. Now I see why. I see why you guys felt this way, or a couple of you did. Sheet and create a static data consolidation using sum and cells E4 on each sheet. Anyway, to do this, you would actually go like this. You would say, you click your first sheet, and you have to select E4 to G12, comma, click your second sheet, select E4 to G12, comma, select your third sheet, select E4 to G12, comma, go to Washington, E4 to G12, and hit enter. That gives you 1. That's not what I wanted. I'm not really keen on how they're wording this because I think it's easier than this. Using sum and cells, E4 to G12 on each of the supporting worksheets. Let's do this a little differently. I'm going to say equal sum parenthesis. I'm going to click this. I'm going to click this. I'm going to hold down Shift, select all those. Not all those. Maybe it is all those. Hit enter. I'm going to just copy that because these are relative addresses, so I can do it like this and then like this. There. Okay. So I grabbed the fill handle. I dragged the first one down. So I created this formula. The addresses are relative, so I just dragged down using the fill handle, and then once I had it down and it filled those, I could drag it across. Okay. Be sure to delete the old references if there are any, so we don't have any. Format all results as right align, know that the dates are missing. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to set it as, we're going to go to home, we're going to set it as right align. There they are. And it shows you an image of what it should look like, and the numbers. Looks like our numbers are right. We're doing good. And it says, note that the dates are missing. Select the headings for 13 to 48 to the left of column A. 13 to 48, right there. So, select the row headings row for 13 to 48 to the left of column A. Right click one of the headings, choose to delete those rows. So I'm going to right click one of them, I'm going to say delete, and they're gone. So we're right here. And then it says, and right click on the headings, okay, and select cell A1. There's A1. A1 says insert a picture in a footer. Switch to page layout view and click center footer. So I'm going to go to page layout. I'm going to click center footer, which is hard because when we minimize this, it actually gets rid of some of this stuff. So I want to, I'm trying to remember where this is at because I can't see everything. Is it in this one? Yeah, header footer. I'm going to go to, I wanted footer, right? So I want footer. I want center footer. I want custom footer, center. And I want to insert an image. I've got to find that image. I downloaded the files. Here's the resources. I need to take that image out of here. I'm just going to throw that in my desktop. That way I can find it. Now I'm going to go back to Excel. I'm going to insert the image. Wait while we load from a file. Oh, might help if I actually click where I'm getting it from. I want desktop is where I put it. Arc. And I can hit OK. And you can see what it is. You can click OK. And it will put it in the footer even though you don't see it. If you go to print preview, it will be there. click a worksheet cell to return to normal view. Group and format worksheets. Group the four sheets with a state name as the table. Select and delete columns C and D in the group sheets. So what you do is you click the first one, hold down shift, click that one, and it's set to delete C and D, right? So if I just want to verify, so delete columns C and D. So you can highlight by selecting these columns, right click, select delete. There's that, okay? And when all these are selected, it's doing it to all of them. That's the consolidation, okay? Now, you got that. In cell A1 on the group sheets, type American River Cycling Club. I'm going to see if I can just copy that. Control C. Control V. Yeah, I can. Good. And it says in cells A1 to E2, center across the selection. So all that is merge and center. I go here, go to home, merge and center, and set the font as 18. Let's make sure all of these are still selected. They are, okay. I just wanted to make sure. And then type April through June raise participation in cell A2. So Control C. I'm going to go back here, click on A2, Control V. My guess is they want us to auto-fit columns A to C format. Center across selection, so I've got to select this. Center across selection, so merge and center. I need to select cells A1 to E2 and use the Format Cells dialog box. I already did that. We got that. Auto fit columns A to C. So if I click here, pull this back up, select A to C. If I double click just one of these, you'll notice that it auto fits all of them. Okay? If I change the size of one, it makes them all equal. If I double click one, it changes the size of them. Okay, so there's that. Format the labels in row 3, bold and centered. So I gotta go here, row 3. I want that to be bold and centered. Okay. Now, format cells center across. We did that. Bold and centered. Apply all borders to cells A3 to E12. So I go A3 to E12. I want to I want all borders right there. Let's see if that's the only thing. All borders. Apply outside borders to A1 to E2. So A1 to E2, and we want outside borders. So I go here and I say outside borders. And did it say something else to do there? I think I'm good there. Format the height of rows 3 to 12 to 21. So if I highlight these 3 to 12, if I hold down on it and I drag, you see I can get to 21. That only changed one. I want to change them all. So I have to Control Z. The way I change them all is I make sure I select all the columns, not just this one row. Now if I change it to 21, you'll see that it changes all of them. Okay. Let's go back to the instructions. We got that. Select the dates in column A and use the Format Cells dialog box to apply a date format that displays date as 1 April. So if I select these, I can go to date format, and it's going to be a short date possibly, or you can use a custom date. So you can go more number formats, and you can select date, and you can actually select how you want it to look, which I think was this one if I remember correctly. So I think it would look like that. And so we have, yep, so we got that. Open page setup dialog box to the margins tab, center the sheet horizontally on the page. So page layout, margins, go to custom margins. You want to make sure that you center horizontally. Okay, and I think that is it. Copy the dates in column A to the Washington sheet to cell A4 on the static sheet. So I click OK. I'm going to click just one sheet. I can click A1. If I click just static, it'll be fine. I go back to the first sheet here. I grab the dates, Control C, go to static, Control V. I pasted those in, and I'm good. Save the workbook, hand it in. Okay? So that is this exercise 5-7. Hopefully that helps you all, gives you a walkthrough of it. As you can see, I fully understand why you were concerned with the instructions. There is some stuff that you really have to think about, and you have to go to custom dialog boxes, which custom dialog boxes are pretty straightforward. If you click this little box here, why is my computer taking so long? Probably because I'm recording. If I would have went to margins, I could have gotten it there. I could get header, footer. But the idea is that you can get to custom, okay, and get a complete dialog box for each thing. So I'm going to close that. I'm not going to save it. I don't need it. So that is my video. Hopefully this helps you. Thank you, and catch you later.